him. So, I take this brave man for anyone else at the Senate because of his bravery in taking up these controversial measures, meaning tax measures. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome today, this morning, our guest, Senator Sonny Angara. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Marichu. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat dito sa Kapihan, sa Malate, Manila. Always nice to be here at magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Natawag niya ako, Mari, kasi yung anak-anak kami si Balana. Amin, palit uminom kami. Siya, ninong, marami kami. Anyways, as we do always, sir, we ask our guests to do some opening remarks.
Okay. Well, tama yung sinabi ni Marichu, no? We have a lot of pending legislation ngayon sa Senate, and I was supposed to guest here 2 or 3 weeks ago, pero hindi nga matuloy dahil may sessions kami. And 2 weeks ago, it was the train bill, yung tax reform bill, dinidebate na sa Senado. I remember that day na I was supposed to be here, 8 hours ako on the floor defending the bill. Marathon session. Tapos, last week naman yung budget, kinabinid kami. 3 straight days, up to 1 a.m. kami. So yun, very important legislation sa ating bansa. Yung train, yung budget. But baka hindi alam nung iba, I'm also the chairman of the Committee on Local Government. And tax reform is not the only major reform we're pursuing. Meron din tayong local government reform kasi as you all know, the local government code was sponsored by the father of the Senate President, Senator Nene Pimentel, isang colleague ng aking ama. At 1991 yun. Nakalagay kasi sa local government code, 5 years, every 5 years dapat nire-review siya. But there has been no legislative review yet of the local government code. So kung sakasakali, gusto natin ito yung maging unang legislative review ng local government code. So ang dami ng piecemeal amendments over time, pero wala talagang malawakang pag-aaral. Malawakang pag-aaral ng ating local government. And ang daming aspeto na nagbago na. Sabi nga nila, sometimes the rich local governments like those in Metro Manila and in Greater Manila area, in Laguna, Bulacan, are getting richer, while the other local governments in the provinces are staying the same. Hindi sila nagbabago kasi nga walang masyadong internal revenue allotment, wala masyadong pondo. So we want to see how we can make the local government code a tool for rural development and advancement. So that's one aspect. So tax reform, not only tax reform but also local government reform is one of the more difficult reforms we're pursuing. No? Pero I think it will be worthwhile. And hopefully in the next few months, ang ginawa natin, nag-convene tayo ng mga experts, mga professors, mga DILG, even local government officials na acknowledged to be sort of experts or outstanding local government officials. In-invite po natin para matuto tayo dun sa kanilang karanasan. So yun ang mga trabaho natin. Kaya sabi ni Ma'am Icho, tumataba na po tayo. Kaya yun ang rason dahil wala na pong panahon mag-exercise. Dahil panay-aral na lang po. Thank you. Good morning. We welcome any questions from the floor.
Alam ko, sir, sinimulan mo yung LGUs. Nakalimutan kong panggitin ng one important bill sa LGU committee is the PPL and federalism. Again, you will be the primary committee to tackle that. And where is the PPL and federalism?
When yung PBL, may binigay sa amin sa Senado yung Malacanang na version nila, preferred version. And I think Senate President Pimentel is going to file it, or if he has not already filed it, at magiging co-author kaming mga ibang senador. We intend to hold hearings as soon as it's filed, no?
BBL, you mean?
Yes. Ito ay continuation ng ginawa in the previous Congress, where I think there were 3 committees handling the BBL. Senator Marcos under local government, Senator Gingona under peace and unity, and then si Senator Miriam also under constitutional amendments. No? So 3 committees were handling it. At marami nang natrabaho dyan. We just want to build on that, and of course, alam natin ano yung mga contentious provisions dyan. We have to be consultative, I think, because ang sabi ng ibang sektor, hindi sila na-consulta dun sa ibang provisions. So we want to, gusto nating masolusyonan yon. At siyempre, yung aspirasyon ng Bangsamoro bigyan natin ng pag-asa. I think yung presidente nagbigay ng, si Pangulong Duterte nagbigay ng speech kahapon, sabi niya, kailangan mabigyan ng pag-asa yung mga kapatid nating Muslim, either through federalism or through greater local autonomy through the BBN. So, meron na tayong autonomous region, tingnan natin how we can build on that.
Nabanggit po ni Presidente sa akin during our dinner meeting with Columnist na he prefers to have BBN muna before charter change. Ano po ba ang best mode to do this? Kasi hindi pa nga yung natatake up ang BBN, hindi pa natatake up yung federalism, which requires charter change. Ano po ba, paano yung bodo priorities?
Well, inantay din natin yung kilos ng Kamara kasi parang gusto nilang mag-constituent assembly for charter change, no? Eh tayo naman, okay tayo dun sa sinabi ni Presidente, gradual, local government reforms, BBL, and then pagka successful yun, we can move towards federalism kasi lahat naman ito ay one step further or one step closer towards federalism.
So, nabanggit nyo the aspirations of Mindanao, can we just get your take on the recent victory of the government troopers in neutralizing the primary leaders of the Philippine?
Well, big event yun. Congratulations po sa ating military, sa ating executive, sa ating defense establishment. Malaking bagay yung pagkamatay ng mga leaders. At although, syempre, alam natin, marami pa rin mga cells or supporters yan. Nag-disperse na yan after the Malate siege. Nag-disperse all over Mindanao. That's why it was necessary to declare martial law. So, kailangan bantayan pa rin yung mga taong yan. At yung threat of further attacks kailangan maibsan din.
Ang aspirations mo ng Mindanao can partly be answered by Congress. Ano po ba yung concrete measures by which Congress can help bring about, kasi the really problem is the poverty in the region.
Yes, if you look at yung 10 or yung 20 pinakamahirap na probinsya, karamihan doon nasa ARM. Maguindanao, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, I think are among them, no? So, the Lanao provinces also. So talagang kailangan may wide-scale transfer of resources and transfer of power. I think it started already with the ARM. Kaso kulang ng governance in the past sa ARM. Hopefully under the new leadership of Governor Mataman, there are reforms already. Kita natin lahat ng indices sa human development, education, health, mababa ang ARM talaga, employment. So hopefully yun ma-address going forward.
Taking up from your required resources, and resources come mostly from revenues of the government. And these are mostly from tax collections. And the administration has given you the train, the tax reform, acceleration, and inclusion. Hindi pa may Anyway, the Senate Ways and Means Committee, which you chair, has already gone through the first interpellations, pero yun naabutan kayo ng 1 month recess, so next month mag-resume kayo for the second reading, hopefully, approval. Ano po ba ang pinaka-differentiation nito with the House Bill na maraming may concerns over the House Bill by which they fast-track the approval of this?
Maraming differences, no? Number one, yung sa petrolyo, yung sa House version, 3 pesos ang taas sa first year, sa amin 175 binaba namin para yung mga presyo hindi masyadong mabilis umakyat. At alam natin pag tumaas yung presyo, may effect yan sa ekonomiya. Tapos dun sa asukal or sugar sweetened beverages, 10 pesos ang tax ng House of Representatives. Kami naman, binaba namin sa 5 piso. Hinati po natin. Tapos dun sa income tax aspect, similar, maraming halos 99% ng ating mga nagbabayad ng buwis or taxpayers ay mabibigyan ng income tax break. Yung extent na lang ang pagkakaiba sa mga detalye. At tayo, sa mga small businesses, meron tayong ginawa natin mas attractive yung tax structure o tax rules ng mga maliliit na negosyante. Hindi na nila kailangan magbayad ng VAT. Kapag ang kinikita nila is below 3 million a year, mas madali yung filing processes nila. Imbis na quarterly, magpa-file sila ng tax return, isang beses lang sa loob ng isang taon. So ito yung para sa small businesses, para sa mga entrepreneurs, para sa mga self-employed and professionals. Para maengganyo din sila magnegosyo, maengganyo sila magbayad ng buwis sa gobyerno by a lower rate of 8% in lieu of VAT, in lieu of percentage tax. So pati yung proseso at pati yung babayaran nila, pinabanar po natin.
Ang pinaka-common nitong trend deals rin, di ba, yung reduction mo sa personal income taxation. Let's just give, maganda example mo dito, sir, sa call center. Can you explain to us, ang impact ng personal income taxation na ginawa niyo?
But sabihin mo yung call center agent or sabihin natin public school teacher, kumikita ng mga 19 or 20,000 a month. Under current law, I think 15 or 20% na babayaran niya na income tax. Pero under the train, exempted na siya. So, yun ang maganda. At least makakaipon na yung... Kasi naririnig natin yung mga kwento, itong mga public school teachers. Hirap mag-ipon. Minsan sila yung breadwinner o kumikita sa pamilya. At wala silang nauuwi o wala silang naiipon. Kaya nagre-negosyo sila, nagbebenta pa sila ng kung ano sa kanyang school. So now, kanila lahat yun. Yun ang pangako ni President Duterte kahit nung campaign niya, di ba? Kanila lahat yun. Kaya, although that was an advocacy of ours even earlier, I think, guest na rin tayo, we were pushing that advocacy even before the 2016 elections. But we're happy because ngayon, with the new administration, talagang pinupush yung tax reform.
Pero sir, the other side of the coin naman, madadagdagan na yung monthly income natin with less taxes paid. Pero, saan kaderba naman yung tax ang being introduced? Akala mo wala na yung sweetened tax, di ba pala? Akala mo na
Yes, there's a few new taxes, no? Pero ang kagandahan naman yan, nakaspread wide yung taxes. Kaysa dati, ang pumapasan sa lahat ng gastusin ng gobyerno, yung iilan lang nagtatrabaho tulad ninyo. Mga empleyado tayo. You're an employee of the Star, I'm an employee of the Senate. Yung pagtanggap natin ng ating sweldo, kaltas na siya Tayo, ilan lang tayo. Halos 5 million lang nababayad ng income tax, pero tayo yung pumapasan nung gastusin ng gobyerno. So I think it's high time na yung mga mababang empleyado, mga baguhin o bagitong empleyado, makakuha na po ng mas malaking kita para maiuwi sa kanilang mga pamilya. At yun, magiging force din yan going forward. Of course, meron tayong new taxes tulad yung sa kotse, sa asukal, pero ang resulta niya mas maganda over the long run. At saka yung manageable naman yung mga bagong increase. Kami sa Senado, we made sure na very manageable yung pag-increase. Kaya na-notice nyo, compared dun sa DOM versions, talagang binabago natin yung mga new taxes.
Ang isa pa muna dito, the burning issue today, yung sa mga PUJs, kasi they use diesel. Di ba merong 6 peso tax per liter on diesel? And I was looking at your primer. Yung market po yun. Na supposedly, napupunta yung mga incremental doon sa PUB modernization project. Ina-oppose natin na yun. Di ba nag-strike na nga sila?
Ina-oppose nila, pero siguro, kung napilitan sila, tatanggapin nila yung 80,000 kada individual o chuper. Kasi yun ang government commitment May subsidy ng 80,000 yung gobyerno per unit.
So magagaling ito doon sa 6 peso diesel tax?
Well, yung 6 peso binaba natin sa 175, no? Yung 6 pesos over 3 years.
Okay.
So naka-divide siya. Para hindi masyadong bigla yung impact. 175 muna dun sa unang taon. Yung modernization, sana gradual yung modernization at sana makahanap sila ng mas affordable na vehicle dahil ang madalas natin marinig na komento, medyo mataas yung mga bibiling modelo. Nasa 1.2 to 1.6 million per unit. So medyo hirap din yung iba. At pwede siguro iunahin dito sa... kasi ang reason na nagbabago ng modernization is dahil yung Euro 4 standard Nagbabago na tayo ng yung sa pollution, sa air pollution. Commitment yun ng ating gobyerno sa clean air, no? So dapat na siguro unahin yung mga more polluted areas. Tsaka na lang yung mga nasa probinsya pwedeng i-phase in yung mga nandun.
Ibig to say, yung 80,000 na subsidy per unit, pero ang cost ng unit is almost 1.2 billion. Nagkagaling sa government yun.
Yes, yung 80,000 manggagaling sa government. Pero yung 1.2 million, sasaluhin na namin yun nung chopper o kaya nung mayari.
Ano ko, parang may cooperative yata.
Well, pag may cooperative, bibigyan din natin ng tulong. Pwede nang bigyan ng tulong.
Loan.
Yes. May financing sila.
Oo. Sa the other earmarking also, ito sa Sweden gas, meron kayong for provision for dialysis ward or unit. Nilalagay ba ito sa batas?
Nasa batas na siya actually for now. Nasa Senate version siya. Kasi nga, yung pag-iinom ng masyadong matatamis na inumin o yung tinatawag na sugar-sweetened beverages ay isa sa mga leading causes ng diabetes, pagiging obese, pagiging overweight. At yung diabetes naman ay isang leading cause ng heart disease, ng stroke, at ng ibang mga lifestyle or non-communicable diseases. No? So ito yung leading causes of death. Kung titingnan mo yung top 4, contributory factor yung overconsumption of sweetened beverages. So yun ang gustong i-control ng gobyerno through the sugar tax.
How about yung phased implementation of free college law? Kala ba may phased implementation of free college tuition? Kala ko sa meron ng pondo yun. Why do you still need to earmark for it?
Nung ginagawa kasi natin yung committee report, hindi pa sigurado at that time. Wala pang pera dun sa national budget. Pero maganda naman ang ginawa ng House, ng Kamara. Naglagay sila ng pondo. Nag-realign sila. Ang nilagay ng House is 40 billion for free.
Sa 2018 budget.
Yes, pakadagdagan pa ng Senado yun.
40 billion.
Yes, for 2018 budget.
And you happen to be one of the principal author of that free college?
Hindi, one of the authors.
One of the
Marami
authors.
kami, halos kalahati ng Senado authors nung
So when
tuition.
interest ng mga when will it take effect? School year?
Actually, this school year na, etong year na to, meron ng, kasi nilagyan namin ng budget kahit hindi pa pasado yung,
Yung 8 billion?
yes, the 8 billion. That's already being utilized
Pero
right
kapag
now.
talaga, yung 8 billion was enough, but why now 40 billion?
Kasi dun sa batas, hindi lang tuition. Ang 8 billion was to cover just tuition. Pero
Okay.
in the past, etong going forward, itong free tuition law na pinasa, kasama na ang miscellaneous fees, kasama na ang tech book. So, hindi lang yung comprehensive law siya. Hindi lang tuition, pati yung, kasi karamihan nung nag-drop out, hindi dahil sa tuition, kundi dahil sa living expenses, yung tinatawag na miscellaneous fees. Kasi yung tuition is 40 to 50% lang. At yung dormitoryo, yung pagkain, yung transportasyon, yun ay at least 50 to 60% ng gastusin ng isang estudyante. At yun sa pag-aaral ng CHED, yun talaga ang rason kung bakit maraming nag-drop out, especially sa mga mahihirap.
May implementing rules and regulations ba yun, sir?
Ginagawa na ng CHED. I think they're undergoing the consulting process. By end of November, tapos na yung implementing rules.
May oversight ba ang Congress, no?
Yes,
To
yes.
make sure that letter and intent of the
Siyempre.
follow.
Yes, yes.
Kasi ang concern lang namin dito sa train, as usual, maganda yung Senate version, a better version of the House. Pero pagdating sa third Congress, which is bicameral, doon nangyayari mga milagro. And I hope with you around, mapipreserve yung Senate version, more or less.
Siyempre, paglalaban natin yung mga magagandang provision ng Senate. No? At saka dito sa Senate, hindi pa final rin yung version namin sapagkat meron pa yung tinatawag na period of amendments. So, dadaan pa yan sa mga amenda. Sabi ng mga ibang senador, gusto nila mag-introduce ng mga amendments sa trade to make it even better. And we welcome that.
Diyan nagkakaroon ng milagro, sir. Diyan pumapasok yan. I hope yung hindi lahat ng, to tell you frankly, with the elections coming around, siyempre, hindi natin maiwasan yung mga kapugid dyan. And fortunately for us, we have you around.
We have to think long term, Marichu. We don't have to, kailangan hindi lang yung outlook natin is not only for this administration, but for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Sapagkat kailangan future-oriented tayo. Lumalaki yung ating ekonomiya, maganda yung takbo, pero kaya pang with a good tax code, mas maganda yung epekto sa nakararami. At mas pag maraming naiuwi ang mga empleyado sa kanilang pamilya, gaganda rin yung ekonomiya, yung takbo ng ekonomiya. At hopefully, mas maraming investments, mas maraming trabaho.
Nagutuluhan lang kami kasi maraming, I don't know where this came from, no? Na they were saying, the train bill, once passed into law, will largely fuel the build. Ang dami na, trillion siya naman, 8 trillion na kailangan na, magkano lang mag-release ng train?
Hindi, it will fund about 15 to 20% of the build. 15 to 20%. Kasi yung iba, meron na tayong funds sa government, yung normal tax collections, normal revenue collections ng gobyerno. Ang gusto lang kasi natin, ang gusto all governments actually, Arroyo, Aquino, Duterte, ang gusto nila, mas malaki yung porsyento ng budget ang nagagastos para sa infrastruktura. Kasi doon talaga tayo talo kumpara sa ating mga kapitbahay. Kung nakapunta tayo ng Thailand or Malaysia, bago yung airport nila, maganda yung mga highway nila, hindi traffic dahil 3-4 lane highways. Kahit yung mga Myanmar, Laos na dating, sabihin na nating malayo sa atin eh. Medyo nandun na, kumakatok na sa atin eh. Parang lalampasan na tayo kung hindi tayo mag-ingat. Doon yun ang, if you look at our airports, many of them are old already, 20, 30 years old. So talagang kailangan, may marami pa rin probinsya na hindi accessible. So we need to build up infrastructure to increase the absorptive capacity ng ating ekonomiya para gumanda. Otherwise, kita mo, babagal yung pagtakbo natin. We must be able to create jobs in the provinces. So kailangan magtayo tayo ng mga airports sa kanayunan. We need to improve the state of transport. Otherwise, maraming inefficiency sa ating traffic. Diba? Cebu, Manila, all the big metropolises, andyan yung problema ng traffic. So kailangan na yung improved public transport. Yun ang problema dati sa Thailand eh. Nirereklamo ng mga foreigners na masyadong na-traffic. So kumuha sila ng SkyTrain, di ba? At yun, sumipa yung kanilang tourism.
My last question before I turn to the open the floor. Let's go to politics. Kanina, binibiro kita. The Angaras are the remaining laban ng demokratikong Pilipino, LDP. So, do you still have any plans to continue with the party given no less than Congresswoman Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo swore and joined the PDP laban and left lakas?
Well, tinatakbo ng politika sa bansa, di ba? Talagang kung sino ang majority party, kung sino ang running party ng presidente, dun pumupunta ang nakararami. We've seen it since the time of Cory. Well, umpisa na kay Marcos, sali lahat sa KBL. Panahon ni Cory, sali lahat sa LDP. Lakas ng bayan. Nung panahon ni Ramos, lahat naglakas, NUCD. Panahon ni Erap, naglamp. Panahon ni, and so on and so forth. GMA, lahat nag-campaign, naglakas. Panahon ni Noy, nag-LP. And now, no exception. Panahon ni President Duterte, lahat ng PDP laban. So, ganun talaga yung takbo ng politika dito sa ating bansa. But at least on our part, at least masasabi ko, I only belong to one political party. Since I entered politics noong 2004. And hopefully, dito na lang ako. Hindi na ako kailangan lumipat. Happy naman ako. Mabait naman yung presidente namin sa akin. Makakilala niyo siya, si dating Senator Angara. Yan din po ang presidente ng aming partido. But, ganun talaga.
Vice President?
Hindi. I declined the leadership position because I want to concentrate on my legislative duties. I'm a member of the executive committee. Pero mahirap, hindi biro ang magpatakbo ng partido, especially in the Philippines.
Sa LGUs na marami na di ba?
Well, we have a few provinces, we have a few strongholds. But syempre, sabi ko nga sa Aurora kami yung majority party doon. Whereas we're just a small party in the national scene. No? Pero di natin alam because the Liberal Party was once a small party. PDP Laban once was a small party. Ngayon, malalaki sila. So, ganun talaga yung ano eh, kumbaga bilog ang bola, para sa basketball, di
Pero
ba?
ikaw, true blue-blooded LDP throughout.
Well, hopefully ganun na nga, Marichu.
You need to say, wala kang overture sa iyo, PDP lang. At kung ayaw mo mag-leave sa LDP, let's go, alis na.
Well, that's been the history sa mga parties. Usually, pag midterm elections, we're having a midterm election sa 2019, usually nagkakaroon ng mga coalition ng mga partido. So,
Noong nakaraan, doon ka sa lab.
well, in 2013, I ran in a midterm election. We had an alliance with LP, NP, NPC, Kapihan.
Pero you
It was
were with Pinoy's Link.
yes, it was an alliance of around 5 or 6 political parties.
Okay. So, more and more, it's natural to expect that you will be drafted, drafted Senate tickets ng PDP laban. Coalition.
Ayoko mag-assume eh. It would be welcome, pero syempre, we cannot assume these things, di ba?
Okay. Anyway, the floor is now open for your questions. By the way, we are carried live stream by Manila Speak and the PDI live stream also. Inquirer. Live stream din sila. Okay. Teka, ikaw na mag-start na mo.
Oh.
Hi, sir. Manila
Morning.
Speak.
May nagtanong eh, will you run for VP?
Wow.
Why or why not?
The elections for VP and President are still in 2022. So, 2019, I'm up for re-election. Bago natin isipin yung mga ganon, siguro manalo muna tayo ng re-election. I think we have to contend with that.
Sir Pat Santos Tribune.
Hi, morning po.
Personal question lang po sir about yung postponement ng barangay election. There was an proposal, I think idea or something. May isang kandidatong president, I think Giorgio Pinay, who proposed yung barangay position. Kung pwede gawin parang appointed na lang. Ang idea niya parang teamwork yung yung local chief at saka yung village leaders. At meron mo bang gano'n as far as review ng barangay?
Well, isa yun sa mga sakop ng review natin ng local government code. Ano yung role ng barangay? Pero napakarami at saka napaka-diverse ng mga views eh. Yung iba gusto i-abolish yung barangay. Yung iba gustong bigyan ng dagdag na kapangyarihan. So iba't ibang direction. We have to find a middle ground between all of these different views, no? Pero in the past, appointed talaga yung barangay eh. They were not always elected yun. Nung panahon pa ng barrio, Pinyente, ina-appoint lang talaga yun. That's right. Ina-appoint. At saka, ang view naman ng mga ibang eksperto na nakausap namin is they should limit their roles. Kasi 60% of the nation's barangays, the 14,000 barangays, 60% doon have resources of less than 1 million a year. 1 million pesos a year. So wala silang pondo. Kahit ambisyoso yung mga maganda yung plano nila, wala talaga silang panggastos. So sabi nila, ilimit na lang natin yung barangay sa health, sa justice, and peace and order. Huwag na nating bigyan ng masyadong maraming responsibilidad. Dahil marami tayong batas na nagbibigay ng responsibilities sa barangay when actually they do not have the capacity or the financial resources na mag-carry out. So yun ang tinitingnan natin paano, anong maganda dyan.
Very broad yung debate sir.
Very broad talaga. Tsaka siyempre, wala tayong preconception pagdating dyan. We want to see what the different views are at ano yung magandang direction going forward.
Eh, ano naman ang magagawa ng committee ng particular sa'yo, sir? Yung sa concern ni Presidente na narco-politics involved ng mga barangay. Kaya rin ito ng uproar to abolish na rin mga barangay.
Maybe we can look at the provisions on discipline. Maybe that can be one of the grounds for removal or suspension of barangay officials, yung involvement in illegal drugs.
Bakit wala pa ba yun, sir?
Kung kinaya na ng kaso, pwede nang isuspend actually ng DILG.
Oh.
So they have that power, but we can make it more explicit under the law.
So, ang hearing mo mamaya is just a review of the local government code. Wala ko yung mga specifics lang. I thought yung mga proposal at abolish na barangay walang government specific.
Maraming ang views eh. Yung individuals na tinatanong namin, ang daming mga views na iba-ibang yung ibang congressman gustong i-abolish nga yung barangay. Yung iba, let's abolish the, yung sanggunian. Dahil ang dami pinupondohan, yung ibang barangay, 2 kalsada lang daw. So, sabi nila, we can save billions if we keep it small and focused. Yun ang argumento. Yung argumento man ng iba, bahagi ng demokrasya di ba? Parang those are the representatives. So, how do we reconcile these two opposing views?
You were talking about the PIR, no? How about the other major revenue collection agencies of the government, Bureau of Customs? Anong dumaan sa ways and means? Kasi sa House, last week, yes namin si Senator Kuwa, Tax Kuwa, he was talking about to be the report to abolish Bureau of Customs and divide it into 2 agencies, separate agencies. Ano nakarating sa inyo sa old investigations in the customs?
Definitely, kailangan ng reforms talaga sa customs kasi kita natin din sa investigation ni Senator Dick Gordon ng Blue Ribbon dun sa Shabu 6.4 billion na talagang pa rin kulang tayo sa enforcement and capacity. Paano nakalusot yung napakalaking shipment na yun? And yung consignee ay bagong kumpanya, and yet nilagay ng Bureau of Customs sa green lane. Talagang unacceptable yung gano'n Meron kami ginawa nila tax dati, nila Congressman Kimbo, yung customs modernization.
Yeah.
We institutionalized the green lane. Pero yung concept ng green lane, that's only for reputable and yung mga dati nang nagpapasok ng mga kargamento ng magandang reputasyon. Yung mga entrepreneurs or businessmen na regular nagpapasok ng mga and walang derogatory information, walang never had cases before. Pero pag nilagay mo yung bago dun, parang mini-misuse mo yung batas. So, there was really a misuse of the law. The green lane. Hindi dapat talaga ganun. Pag bago, hindi dapat sa green lane. Dapat nasa yellow o sa red lane. Especially nga, sabi nila, pagka galing from certain places na known shipment place from known source of drugs, ay talagang kailangan hindi pwede sa green lane yan. So, kailangan talaga ng administrative reform. So,
wala bang oversight committee?
Agree kami. We have an oversight committee, in fact, which co-chaired by Congressman Kuwa and myself. And we had one hearing. But that was before. That was before the Shabu. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, titignan namin how we can strengthen the law. At nakikita rin natin, meron tayong aspeto na hindi nakikita, na hindi nasusunod yung batas with respect to the balikbayan boxes. Pinasa namin yung, in-increase namin yung exempt limit para hindi na kinakalkal yung mga balikbayan boxes.
Yes.
And ang intention namin, 3 times a year, pwede mag-avail yung isang OFW. Kasi pinag-aralan namin, gano'ng makadalas nagpapadala ng balikbayan box yung isang OFW. Sabi nila, usually 3 times in 1 year. Iniipon muna yung kargamento, tapos nagpapadala ng balikbayan box. So yun, ginawa namin, 3 times in 1 year, you can avail of an exemption up to 150,000 per shipment. So, cumulatively 450,000. And dito sa implementing rules ng Bureau of Customs, ginawa na lang nila 150,000 for the entire year. Meaning, ibig sabihin, 3 times ka pwede magpadala, pero 50,000 lang. Imbis na 150,000 per shipment. Pero yung intention talaga namin is 150 per shipment. Hindi na dapat galawin kasi ang liit na kolekta naman dyan So dapat talaga hindi pahirapan yung ating mga OFWs at sabi nga nila, we keep praising our OFWs, bagong bayani, etc. Pero sa batas, bakit natin pinapahirapan? Precisely yung intention nun, bigyan ng privilege o pribileyo yung ating mga OFWs. At sana, going forward, i-correct na yung implementing rules ng Bureau of Customs para maging madali para sa ating mga OFWs.
Did you call their attention already to that?
Yun ang naging issue dun sa first oversight committee hearing namin. Pinapagalitan nga nung mga mampapatas yung Bureau of Customs noon.
Ano nangyari
at
sa pagkalit?
Department of Finance.
Ano nangyari ba doon sa...
Papaguhin daw nila, sabi nila. So, antayin natin yun.
When was that?
They mentioned that about a week or 2 weeks ago, no? Na
Kaya
papaguhin
wala
na.
nalaman yan.
Yes.
Makahabot ko sa reporter ko.
Yes. So, hanapin namin yung clipping so we can send some to you that para we can hold them accountable dun sa kanilang sinabi, di ba? Especially ngayon, may bagong customs commissioner and the DOF wants new taxes. So, yun ang sabihin natin, sige, tulungan namin kayo, pero tulungan nyo din kami. Yung mga batas na ginawa namin, dapat i-interpret ninyo na pabor sa taong bayan, pabor sa mga OFWs natin.
Saka malapit na Christmas, di ba?
Yun nga, yun ang maganda. Sana mailabas yan before Christmas para talagang klaro-klaro.
Oo. Pero I mean, there are other, systemic na problem in the system yung problema. Meron ba similar counterpart yung sa Senate yung sa...
Wala pa sa, meron tayong bills, piecemeal may reforms, like yung exception from salary standardization. Kasi for example, Marichu, ladies and gentlemen, yung customs police, yung mga nagbabantay sa mga container dyan sa port na milyon-milyon ang laman, ang sweldo niya kada buwan, siguro mababa pa sa 15,000 pesos kada buwan. And yet, ang dumadaan sa kanyang otoridad o sa kanyang watch is millions and hundreds of millions every day. So, nandun talaga yung temptation eh. Kung hindi maingat yung tao yun, he can succumb to temptation. So, kailangan gawin din natin na maganda yung wage. Accept them and allow the Bureau to craft a good salary system or salary schedule for its employees. Pati sa BIR, makita natin, 10,000 positions yan, pero halos kalahati, bakante. Why? Hindi sila maka-attract ng magagaling na professionals. So maraming bungi-bungi na positions dyan. Sa abogado, sa accountant, yun ang problema within the system. They're not able to attract good talent with the salaries currently being offered.
But remember, you had the attrition law.
Hindi in-implement yung attrition law for the last 6 or 7 years. To have a good attrition law, kailangan yung targets is-set na maigi. Kasi under the attrition law, kapag hindi mo na-meet yung target, sibak ka. Pero pag na-meet mo yung target, pag na-exceed nyo yung target, sobra kayo ng target, yung sobra nun, may porsyento ang mga empleyado ng customs at BIR. Maganda yun dahil inalign mo yung interests ng individual at ng gobyerno. Kasi ngayon, lumalaban yung interest eh. Gustong kumita ng individual, pero yung gobyerno gusto rin kumita. Eh dito sa attrition law, parehong kumikita, gobyerno at individual. Pero legal na yung kita niya. Sa ngayon, hindi legal yung mga kita tulad ng TARA, yung mga payoffs. So I think the attrition law should be implemented, but the targets should be set well. Para hindi, unfair din naman kasi dun sa mga iba na matatanggal sila, pero yung target unrealistic, di ba? Sinet masyadong mataas na hindi niya ma-meet.
So the executive department is lacking in enforcing the laws that Congress had passed. And simple making of the targets, hindi pa yan nagagawa.
Yung target setting, hindi madali yan eh. Kasi pag-aaralan mo talaga yung anong kondisyon ng mga negosyo, bababa pa siya for 2018, para yung target mo realistic, di ba?
Yeah. So, the DOF is wanting in talagang the problem lies with the DOF.
Sari-sari kasi yung mga problema, talagang, I think,
ang pait-pait mo kasi.
talagang,
Ayaw mo sa...
hindi, gusto natin tulungan talaga yung gobyerno. Ibig na sabihin na bulok itong ahensya o bulok itong ahensya, gusto natin bigyan ng solusyon yung mga problema.
Yeah, and the problem is there in action. And the only whipmaster that we can have is no less than the president. But the president that does not have all the data, yun naman sa Kongreso, you have the oversight committee. You can tell those people, hey people!
Yes. Tama. Yun ang ginagawa natin para talagang yung customs modernization ma-implement in full. Especially yung mga provisions na in favor of our people.
Oo. So, wala sa, in terms of the customs, wala pang piecemeal lang sa salary sa SSL. No, not similar with the committee report na...
Well, quite drastic yung recommendation ng House eh. Talagang bubuwagin yung customs and set up a new agency.
And the president itself is not pulled the idea na mag-emergency power siya. Di ba gusto na niya originally mag-revolutionary government so that he can remove all those competence, the corruption, di ba, inept. Pero ayaw niya yung emergency power sa customs. Single lang yun eh. So parang hindi ko yata ma-recognize, mapagtugma yun sa presidente. Big signals baga, if you are to get the president's mind, ano best solution for that customs problem? A problem like customs.
Well, it's a deep-seated problem eh. Matagal talaga. So marami talagang approach dapat dyan. Kailangan taasan mo yung sweldo, kailangan lifestyle checks, kailangan mahusay din yung liderato. So tsaka yung mga performing customs revenue officers, nire-reward yun dapat.
And speaking of customs, the customs, ex-customs chief is still at the Senate detention.
Ayaw magatin ng hearing eh.
How do you intend to solve a problem like Paildon?
You cannot force somebody to speak against his will. No? You can only, may consequence lang yung detention niya sa Senado. Pero hindi mo talaga pwedeng maipilit na kung ayaw niya magsalita.
Eh, padala sa Pasay City Jail. Para hindi comfortable ang life niya doon, mapipilitan siya magsalita. And Senator Pim Lacson is already come out with another expose, quoting La Peña himself na mayroong mga welcome gifts.
Yeah, talagang lumalabas na grabe yung corruption talaga sa Bureau. Kumbaga, lahat na pumapasok dyan nakangako ng pagbabago, pero usually sila yung nagbabago, hindi yung sistema. Sila tsaka yung prinsipyo at paniniwala nila.
Tawa na tawa.
Sir, a week ago, si former commissioner,
Ay, aya.
si Biaso, meron daw siya proposal na automation na para to avoid yung discretion yung mga ilan.
Anong proposal ni UP?
Yung automation.
Automation lang.
Tama yun, that's another solution.
Human.
Kasi sa nakaraan, pag maglagay ka ng x-ray dyan, maglagay ka ng computer dyan, nasisira yung x-ray. May isang nagkakamilagro eh. So talagang, in other countries, they've really solved these problems by automation and technology. Limited na yung face-to-face at human contact para limitahan na yung discretion. Tama yun, I agree with the former Commissioner Biaso that that is one possible solution to all of these problems.
Kailan na nangyari doon, sir?
May mga proposals talaga na i-fully automate yung pero kailangan mo rin ng salapi. You need money to fund the purchase of new x-ray machines. So yun, I think the government should do it kahit maumpisa na kahit papano. Dahil sabi nga nila, yung mga airports and ports natin, kulang talaga ng mga x-ray machines. Kasi napapabilis din yung labas ng kargamento pagka may magagandang x-ray machines.
Sir, two questions, sorry. Were you able to find money to fund the free education? Kasi as we remember, there's also additional money needed for the SSS pension. Another is, some people feel that the government is wasting money on the 4 Ps. Kasi if employment has gone up, shouldn't the need for 4 Ps decrease?
Not necessarily, kasi yung number of unemployed, I think is still more than those receiving 4 Ps. Ibig sabihin, kahit dumadami yung mga nakakontrol, bumababa yung unemployment rate, meron pa rin hindi nakakatanggap ng 4 Ps. So, that's why there's a need to continue the 4 Ps going forward. At saka, maraming differences of opinion sa 4 Ps, no? But it's been hailed as one of the more successful cash transfer systems in the world, no? At ako, I think, hindi naman siya dole out sa akin. For me, it's an investment in human capital. Ibig sabihin, yung mga batang, it prevents kids from dropping out, it keeps kids in school, it keeps parents with money mabibigyan sa mga bata. So, tingin ko, yun ang isang angulo na pwedeng i-view siya dun sa mga naninibago dun sa programa.
Actually, sir, kasi the reason why the 4 Ps came up, ang dami kasi nag-complain that they started losing their house help and their yung mga employed, low-income employed people, they went back to the provinces. Paano daw kasi they shouldn't be employed when they get 4B. So ang ginawa nila, they dropped their jobs in the city and then they went back. So unemployed ngayon sila, but they get naman the 4Ps.
Yung mga kasambahay.
Yung mga kasambahay, mga drivers, they would rather go back. Yes, they have time with their families, but it's like, now it's harder to for them to get low income workers because of that. Yun ang nangyari na to the point that they feel na it encouraged the dole out problem that we are seeing now. Yes, what do you call this? They were able to send or maintain, keep some of their kids in school, But it's like, they don't want to look for work anymore. Kasi mawawala ang 4Ps sa kanila. Yung money na yun. Because I think it should be studied.
It's interesting. I want to see the statistics kung ilan talaga yung ganun bumabalik sa probinsya. Kasi hindi ko masyado naririnig yan. But it's interesting that you brought it up and it should be looked into. No? Yung effect niya sa incentives to work. Importante yun. Pero sa akin, yung natatanggap mo sa 4Ps, hindi naman sapat para mag-keep. Yun ay supplement lang. 1,500, you get 1,500. So, it's really not a big amount.
Inaasan na, di ba inaasan na mayroong pang-rice one?
Yes, yun
Yes,
yan. May mga ganun eh.
may
May
mga
mga ganun
additional
eh.
food subsidy. But it's not really enough to raise a family, tingin ko. No? Magtatrabaho pa rin yung tao, tingin ko.
Sama mo sa institute sa bahay.
Yan, ay yung paano sa GWI siya. Kaya, napapansin ko lang sa gobyerno natin, kahit na sino maupo, para may pakita na umuunlad daw ang bansa, ang ginagawa, likha kayo ng likha ng mga buwis, ng mga taxes, local at saka national. Ganit, sa halip na lumikha tayo ng hanap buhay ng mamamayan, puro kinuha natin sa buwis na pinapataw, lalo ng papahiran sa mamamayan. Reaction lang.
Well, each administration may tax reform program yan. From the time of Cory, Ramos, si Era lang yata ang wala kasi it was not in office long enough. But yung current tax code natin, panahon ni President Ramos yan. Noong panahon ni Pinoy, yung panahon ni Gloria, yung RVAT. Tapos nung panahon ni Pinoy, yung sin tax. So, kanya-kanyang kanya-kanyang reforma na tinutulak. Pero, I guess, kailangan yun eh. Kailangan mo yung reformang ganun para mag-adjust dun sa saan papunta yung ekonomiya. Ito namang gobyerno natin, kailangan nila magtayo ng infrastruktura para umangat yung standard of living o yung antas ng kabuhayan o yung antas ng mga trabaho. Yung anong types of jobs can you attract? What types of industries can you build? Usually low level lang yan pagka hindi maganda yung infrastruktura mo. At syempre, as gumaganda din yung ekonomiya, mas dumadami din yung needs ng tao. Dumadami yung populasyon, dadami rin yung kailangan pag-aral. We have a young population, average age is below 25. So, anong investment natin sa kanila? Saan magagaling yung pambayad ng tuition nila? Saan magagaling kung magkasakit ang mahihirap? Saan magagaling yung pera dun sa PhilHealth? Galing sa tuition.
Yung mayaman lang dito sa bansa natin, mga politician. Sorry, kami mga pangkaraniwan, hanggang ngayon, ganito pa rin buhay namin eh. Hindi natin nakikita kung saan pupunta yung mga buwis na binabayad namin sa gobyerno. May napagit ko kayo kanina sa Anzor eh. Nauuos yung balimbina, lipat ng mga politiko sa partido. Ngayon, ang sikat naman ngayon yung PDP laban na dati pitsoging partido lang yan. Ngayon, sikat na ngayon, dami. Ang lakas na, nagsipaglipatan na. Yung ganito ang sistema kaya, itong nangyayari ito. Hindi kaya ito isang na kung bakit hindi umuulad ang bansa nito. Lipat ng lipat, yung mga magnanakaw na politiko nung araw sa lakas, nandito lang ngayon sa kabila. Yung mga
Ayaw pagbabangay political,
puso na nga ba talaga yung political syndicate?
Meron din na gano'n.
Kaya lang, kung naalala nyo, meron mga nagtutulak ng mga batas panukala dati, yung anti-political narcotism, political party act, di ba? Pinagbabawal na yung paglilipat within certain periods. Pag malapit yung election, bawal na yung lipat ng partido. Tapos, may suporta sa mga partido, political parties. Yeah, it was, my father was one of those who pushed that bill, no? Kasi nga ginagawa yun sa ibang bansa para walang lipatan ng kahit anong partido mo. Basta meron kang na-elect o kaya malaki ang membership mo, meron kang natatanggap na state subsidy. It's precisely to build up, number one, yung political party as institutions of the country. Dahil imbis na personality politics tayo, at least party and based on a platform. At pangalawa, yung to discourage nga nepotism. So yun ang, although it's not as easy, hindi mo ma-legislate yung political culture, kailangan magbago rin yung kultura at kailangan magkaroon ng konting political maturity din sa bansa.
Dami ng party ngayon eh. Christmas
Senator Rambo Labay ng
Kasi
DCXM.
dami ng Christmas party, yung mga political party dito sa bansa.
Rambo Labay ng DCXM. Tanong ko lang kung hindi ako nagkakamali, mayroong panukala noon yung overtime po na Senator, mga manggagawa na hindi na kakaltasan yung overtime. Ano pong status nun? Kasi hindi natatax. Ang problema kasi, the more na kami mga ordinaryo manggagawa, doon lang kami humahabol sa overtime namin eh. Ang problema, isinasama pa yung tax doon sa overtime namin na dapat yun ang sahod namin ang overtime. Kasi extra na yun eh, overtime na yun eh. So ano pong status na?
I think sa House pa yun, pending pa sa House Ways and Means Committee. Halimutan ko sino yung motor niyan. But pag sa kasulukuyang batas, kapag ikaw ay minimum wager, exempt yung overtime. So may favorable treatment for minimum wagers. Their overtime and additional compensations not taxed. In addition to their salaries, hindi rin binipuisan yun.
Wala kasi sir.
Wala.
Sir, Rene Maliwag po sa Radio Remedios. Nabi nyo kanina yung sa mga balikbayan boxes. Nagdaan na kayo ng mga batas dyan para hindi mahirapan yung ating mga OFW, pati wala lang OFW. Ang sinasabi naman po ng customs, yung dyan daw dumadaan yung ibang mga drugs. Hindi kay courier, naging courier ng mga balikbayan boxes. Gaano ba yung kasinsilong na mga extremasin din na nakikita ba nila para bukal ka rin pa yung mga balikbayan box? Ano yung effectivity nila?
Well, kulang talaga tayo ng X-ray. Yun ang reality, no? Sa ports, kaya siguro sabi ng mga taga-bureau na they need to check the boxes. Pero doon, kung may threat yan, kailangan mag-purchase na tayo ng mga X-rays to screen itong mga balikbayan boxes. Yun din ang paliwanag nila dati, di ba? Nung nagkaroon ng port congestion at binabara yung mga balikbayan boxes, sabi nila, yung iba doon nagpapadala ng baril, yung mga bala, doon pinapadala. Pero siguro isolated cases din yan dahil we have thousands of balikbayan boxes entering the country and karamihan naman walang smuggled items.
Hindi na ako sir, pakiclarify. Magkano yung free taxes para
150,000 per shipment or per balikbayan box. And 3 times a year pwede nila pili yun under the customs authorization. Yes.
They are not to do it.
Dati 10,000 lang ang exemption ng balikbayan box. Biro mo, isang sapatos lang to, dalawang sapatos lang siguro ng ipadala ng distribution mo na dito. So, yun yung isang batas na more than 20 years old pa, panahon pa ni President Marcos, hindi na bago. Kaya yun ay pinasa namin noong bandang 2015. Kasama nila Congressman Kibos, Congressman Cuba, Senator Recto.
16 Congress pa kayo.
Yes, ito sa product of the 16th Congress.
2 years na.
We passed a law to amend the customs law. Pero syempre may problems pa rin sa administration and responsibility namin sa Senado na bantayan yung implementasyon ng batas.
kasi yun lang nagiging dahilan ng kurap ng mga customs official. Pag sumobra, inuhol.
Pero isipin natin, magkano pa talaga makabuo natin sa mga OFW tsaka sa mga kamag-anak. Kaya nga nagpapadala ng gamit sa kanila, wala na silang pambili, di ba? Tapos yung pang kinikilin, parang mali. Di ba?
Any more questions? Kasi meron akong pang live question ka, sir. Okay. Ito, sir, di mo lang na-retain nyo agad kasi marami ng pagbabago, no? Natawa ko dito nun eh. Yung included doon sa trade, included cosmetic procedures and body enhancements undertaken for aesthetic reasons in the list of non-essential goods and services to be levied with 20% excise tax. Except, of course, yung mga reconstruction of facial and body defects due to birth disorders, trauma, burns, disease, and those intended to correct dysfunctional areas of the body shall be exempt.
Yes, it's a new tax we're imposing on yung mga plastic surgery, mga boob job, yung mga nagpapaayos ng mukha,
Siguro, may statistics ka dyan, sir.
nagpapaayos ng katawan.
Ano statistics ba dyan?
Well, there are thousands every year, no? And it's quite a lucrative. Like, isipin mo, yung isang Botox costs 8,000 pesos.
Kanino mo nililevy? Doon sa
So,
professional o doon sa nagpapagawa?
Well, alam mo, the law will specify na ang kailangan magbayad niyan yung clinics, yung mga cosmetic
Papasok na lang.
oo, but they will pass it on. That's the reality. Oo. So legally, nasa kanila yung burden, pero ipapasa nila dun sa mga customers. Eh karamihan naman ng customers na nagpapa-surgery na ganyan ay mga may kaya. Dahil like a boob job will cost you 200 to 300,000 already. So clearly malaki yung ano dyan, di ba? Malaki yung kwarta na kinakailangan dyan sa operasyon na yun.
Ano statistics mo dyan? How much are you going to raise from that?
Sabi ng DOF could be about 8 billion.
8 billion?
Yeah, 8 billion.
Wow!
Oh, so, at hindi naman masasaktan dyan yung ating mga kaibigan o mga kababayan sa laylayan, di ba? Hindi naman yun na nagpaparetoke.
Pero ang magde-demo sa inyo, magpipigil, yung mga bigibelo. Si Kalayan,
Mahiya sila magpigil. Ayaw nila magpakita ng mukha nila, di ba?
Tsaka sino ka amin?
Wala kaya nga, ayaw nila umamin, di ba? Kasi usually tago yung mga ganun klaseng mga procedures. But hindi, I want to clarify, Marichu, na hindi sakop dito yung mga corrective surgeries na medical. Kasi yun ang tinanong sa amin ng aming kasamahan. Yung tulad ng nagpa-laser surgery ka sa mata,
Paano yun?
o kaya ikaw ay nagkaroon ng aksidente at kailangan mo magpa-reconstruct, magpaayos ka ng ngipin, magpaayos ka ng ilong. As a result of an accident, hindi sakop yan, hindi bibisan yung mga ganong procedures. Yung mga talaga purely for enhancement lang,
Cosmetics.
at purely cosmetic or aesthetic.
Pabebe.
Sabi ni Pat.
Maraming members of Congress na matatas. Anyway, maraming salamat again to you, Sir, Senator Sonny Angara. And you have been a very, how do you call it, very entertaining also, accommodating to our request and educating us of our tax payments and where it goes. Salamat po, sir.
Thank you very much, Marichu, sa invitasyon. It's always a pleasure. At sa lahat po ng nandito ngayon, I'd like to thank you all for your questions.